It's a great pleasure to join you today to mark over a decade of impact and transformational work at the Rafiq Hariri Center for the Middle East and at the inaugural Rafiq Hariri Awards ceremony. Before starting our program, I would like to welcome personally some remarkable individuals. First and foremost, my dear friend, Baha Hariri, our guest of honor, the founder of the Rafiq Hariri Center for the Middle East, and his remarkable wife, Hasna Hariri. Please stand so we can applaud you. I'd like to salute as well Your Excellency Lakhdar Brahimi, former UN Special Representative in Afghanistan, former Special Envoy to Iraq, former Special Joint Representative to the UN Arab League for Syria, and a great friend of Rafiq Hariri. Later, we'll be joined by Brett McGurk, the Deputy Assistant to the President Joe Biden and the National Security Council Coordinator for the Middle East and North Africa. I'd also like to salute an all-star list of ambassadors. His Excellency Motaz Zahran, Ambassador of the Republic of Egypt. Her Excellency Maggie Macario Doyle, Ambassador of Monaco. Her Excellency Hanan Tajori Bassasi, Ambassador of the Republic of Tunisia. His Excellency His Excellency Hassan Murat Merchan, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. Distinguished diplomats from Algeria, Belgium, Cyprus, Egypt, France, Iraq, Italy, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Tunisia, Turkey, the UAE, and the UK, and from the Kurdistan Regional Government. And then from the religious world, Your Eminence More Theophilus Archbishop George Saliba, Your Eminence Archbishop Edward Daher, Your Excellency Bishop Edgard Mahdi, Your Excellency Bishop Alexander Mufarij, Your Excellency Bishop Anbar Peter, Monsignor Joseph Swade, who has joined us from Lebanon, the Atlantic Council Executive Vice Chair Adrian Arsh, Atlantic Council board members, distinguished guests, dear friends. Thanks to all of you for joining us for this incredibly special evening. Before I begin, and I join Ambassador Merchan in this, I would like to extend my deepest sympathy on behalf of the Atlantic Council's team and everyone in this room to the victims of the horrific earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Ambassador Merchan, our thoughts and support go to you, and I will pause for a moment of silence in honor of the victims. Thank you. The MENA region, and by the way, I think the story of Rafiq Hariri and also the story of the earthquake shows that somehow we cannot avoid tragedy. The real question is, do we turn it into something better? And I think that's what this evening is all about. The MENA region covers a surface of over 15 million square kilometers and commands abundant human and natural resources. It's a major factor in world economic and political stability. The region is also an arena for major political and social transformations that puts it at the epicenter of regional turmoil, which often jeopardizes the peace and tranquility that we actually strive to support. At the Atlantic Council, we look beyond the traditional considerations and see the immense strategic importance of the Middle East in an ever-changing world. We also see and embrace the human potential, the vibrant societies, the innovative youth, and the comparative advantages in many sectors. The friendship between the MENA region and the United States dates back to 1786, when Morocco formally recognized the U.S. by signing a treaty of peace and friendship. The Atlantic Council, through its Rafiq Hariri Center and through its Middle East programs, is committed to reinforcing these long-standing ties in a global context marked by increasing, shifting polarities. It was on this date, February 14th, in 2005, when Rafiq Hariri was tragically assassinated, but his spirit and vision live on through his remarkable legacy in political negotiation, economic reforms, humanitarian aid, education, and so much more. Rafiq Hariri was a visionary. He saw the human and economic potential of his country and region. And he dedicated his life to forging a path forward for dialogue, peace, and prosperity. In 2011, when Baha Hariri approached me with the idea of establishing the Rafiq Hariri Center for the Middle East, I knew this was not a normal conversation. I knew this was not business as usual. It was to create a unique forum for converging ideas, thought, and analysis on the region, and to tap into its rich human resources. The top leadership of the Atlantic Council immediately embraced this idea without any hesitation. Our center carries the Hariri name not only as a dictum and as an inspiration, but more importantly, and for me, I say this quite personally, as a responsibility and a roadmap that guides our work in bridging the U.S., its transatlantic allies, the Middle East, promoting peace, security, and unlocking the economic and human potential of the region. Together, we gathered to celebrate over a decade of impact and transformational efforts together with our partners in the region to build a better, more prosperous, and more stable world for generations to come. The idea is to be transformational. The Rafiq Hariri Center for the Middle East examines the barriers preventing many people in the region from reaching their fullest potential. If you don't understand the barriers, you can't overcome them. Our work also highlights success stories, because you need to understand the success as well, and that's what tonight is about, of individuals and institutions who overcame significant challenges in pursuit of social, economic, and political progress. With the unique insights provided by our experts and fellows, we delineate practical and implementable policy recommendations that policymakers in the United States, in Europe, in the Middle East can implement to unleash the region's economic and human potential. And none of this would have been possible without you, Baha. So thank you so much. What makes us different, I hope, is our holistic approach to the region, an exceptional understanding of its complexities, and our remarkable access and regional partnerships. We do not work just on the Middle East and North Africa. We work in the region and with the region. Tonight, we come together to honor exceptional leaders from the MENA region in the fields of business, social entrepreneurship, and art, who have been challenging the status quo, driving change, and inspiring others to actively engage in building the future of the region. By honoring them, we hope to inspire others, and then by honoring others in future years, we hope to inspire even more. You will witness tonight three brilliant individuals from the region who have dedicated their lives to creating a more diverse, flourishing, and pluralistic version of the Middle East and North Africa, just as the late Rafi Hariri did years ago. We will also celebrate the lifelong work of another icon of creativity, women empowerment, and entrepreneurship, the late architect and designer Zahad Hadid. The evening will culminate into a special performance by one of our awardees, award-winning soprano Fatma Saeed and Grammy Award-winning pianist Craig Terry, featuring classic opera and Middle Eastern musical staples. I think it's appropriate we're at the Kennedy Center for all of this. Finally, I want to recognize the staff of the Rafiq Hariri Center for the Middle East and the Middle East Programs team for their efforts in organizing not only this event, but all the work they do under the remarkable leadership of Will Wexler.